I mean, Mr. Stephen Forson in or IT expert, and engineer thought on the highlights of the vice president and on the address or and what he picked from it, the feasibility of the implementation of these beautiful ideas that the vice president talked about a year and random. Mr. Forson, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing? And good
Uh,
morning to your cherished listeners also and those in the studio, your
me ho
panelists.
ye pa me do asesa no pension no waje me na ni edi nkomo vice president enra and some of bobo so no as an IT person let me take your reaction. What was your reaction?
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. May I say, in fact, me bombarding address no by the vice president, and my reaction, my immediate reaction was, was pride. I was proud as a Ghanaian, not because government is implementing these things, but because most of the solutions now, obubos, or can we say, and it was done in partnership with locally, you know, a local company, and you can see that most of these not even not all are, they were local company, local Ghanaian companies, indigenous companies now are more power these solutions, and that makes me very proud as Ghanaian and a Ghanaian IT person. That's a very good initiative to know that at least our people are getting to realize that we have Ghanaian solutions for Ghanaian people. So that's the first highlight I want to talk about. And also, listening gave me this satisfaction that there are even certain solutions that me myself I didn't know were being worked on, and just get to know that we are doing all these things made me very, very happy. Some of the solutions, you have the Ghana card, the mobile money interoperability, scholarship systems for the scholarship secretariat, and then the GMPC Foundation scholarships, the e-passport application system, GPS address system, the tax identification number, and all that, among many. I think if we are able to, link all these systems together with one database source or data warehouse, I think this country is headed for for glory in the next few years. And these policies to me are the current state, the current economies, and all current economies around the world are implementing such policies, and I think it's something that we should all support. And irrespective of the government that comes to power, should continue in this trajectory, just to make sure we have our country on our fingertips and we know. Because you see, everything about this world now is about data. Bill Gates wrote a book 20 years ago, Business at the Speed of Thought. And he made reference, he talked about some of these things. Unfortunately, some people didn't read that book. So we didn't get the memo. We didn't get the memo. If we had gotten the memo, probably I'm sure we wouldn't be here 20 years down the lane. Because right now everything is about data. Most of the huge companies you see around, the Google, the Facebooks, and the rest, what they are fighting about is not really about Facebook enabling you to chat or have a conversation or post something. All is about data. So if this country really will have to be going forward, it's all about having data on its people and making the right decisions. That's my first highlight of the day, bro.
All right, now the issue to do with the card as an e-passport that Ghanaians can use to travel, and the fact that the vice president hints that in some few years we should be able to travel with with the card as our passport. How feasible is that?
Okay, this is what I got.
Okay.
He said, if you are Ghanaian, I'm just trying to, I'll paraphrase him as much as possible as I can. He said, if you're Ghanaian living in a diaspora, it means traveling to Ghana, you don't need to take a passport. You don't need to take a visa. That's exactly what I heard the vice president said. That if you are Ghanaian living in a diaspora and you are coming back to Ghana, it means you don't need, if you have your Ghana card, you don't need to take a visa. This is because most Ghanaians live out there and they have naturalized for other countries, and all they have is the other country's passport. So anytime they are coming to Ghana, they need to take a Ghanaian visa. You understand, my brother?
Uh-huh.
So it is in light of that I'm sure he said that you don't need to take a visa to come to Ghana if you are holding the Ghana card. And that feasibility is there because now most airports are connecting to each other. Most airports are connected. I remember the last time I was in Europe, was it Belgium? Yeah, Belgium. There is a queue if you have the electronic passport or the electronic card of any country, and you are signed up to the iCar also, you can pass that queue, and just all you have to do is instead of going to the immigration for them to take your details, you join that queue, and if you are in that queue, all you do is to show your card or your passport, that electronic passport, to your that machine, and it picks all your details without necessarily going through the long queue and all that. So I saw this in a display around, I think it was Belgium, yeah, Brussels airport. So the feasibility is there. All we need to do is to join the plugin. You know, if we join the plugin and we do our homework well, we have our data intact and all that, we can join this whole international community to enjoy some of these benefits that they also have, the flexibility and all that. So it is feasible.
Mr. Forson, well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you too.
Mr. Stephen Forson, AIT expect ne thoughts, ewo enkoma yedi efa enra and you may vice president the address our yeah no